Hello, my name is Christina. Today in the United States, there are about 450,000 children and youth living in out-of-home care. Some live with foster families while others live in group homes. Many of these youth are longing for good foster homes. Some are still holding out for permanent and safe homes with a loving family. Psalm 68, 5-6 describes God as a father to the fatherless, and he promises to place the solitary into families. You are about to view a few stories out of the thousands and thousands that show just how God's works in the lives of his people to fulfill his plan for the fatherless and orphans.
We are the Metzger family, and we are the proud parents of Abigail and Caleb. I am Todd Metzger, and this is my wife, Rachel.
Take us through what situations in your life led you to decide to adopt.
Well, we adopted because we were unable to have children of our own. So that was more of a process of coming to the conclusion that we weren't going to have children biologically and making that transition from adoption or from having biological children to adopting. And it was actually a very smooth transition, a smooth decision for us. We never faltered on that decision. We never thought, oh, do I really want to do this? This is how we realized that God was going to have us build our family. And we were content with it from the beginning.
We had some discussion early in our marriage about potentially adopting as we considered building a family. And then it became a very natural decision for us to say this would be fun and exciting and a way for God to build our family, and it's been a blessing.
Yeah.
I think the exciting thing about adoption is considering what your role can be. That could be similar to our situation where you're an adoptive parent, or you can be purposeful about being involved in a child's life or an adoptive couple's life. That could be a grandparent role where you are purposely playing that role for the child as a grandparent. That could be working and supporting a couple. That could be financially, through prayer, through just assisting them in their parenting. As a church and a community, supporting, educating, talking about. So I think we all can have some role in this. If that's a temporary thing through foster care, that's a more permanent thing through adoption. But it's a great way to represent Christ and his love for us and how we can love children as we're commanded.
I think.
Is there a Bible verse about adoption that applies to all believers, not just the ones who may have problems conceiving a baby?
Scripture is very clear that we're all to care for the orphan in some way. James 1 makes that clear, and orphans are an important thing to God's heart. If you read throughout all of Scripture, the orphan is mentioned routinely as being something that God commands us to care for. And I think it's just a matter of finding a way that you can play a role in it. Not if you are going to play a role, but how. And so we appeal to everyone to consider how you might play a role in helping a child who needs a mother or father.